Ross, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for being here. So let me talk about water for a second. And forgive me, I really want to send a little bit of a message to you. And some say our mission is impossible. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We say that you can achieve the impossible by just breaking it into possible steps. You know, we really have a long way to go, and we will not stop until we all earn this award together. And when we do, ladies and gentlemen, we will all be part of the Water Initiative. According to the United Nations, 10 million people, mostly children under the age of 5, die each year from waterborne diseases. It's the #1 public health issue, as I said in the movie, in the world. And some of you will say, well, that's such a shame in those developing countries. This water issue is all over. This water issue is in the United States. Waterborne issues is an issue in the United States. 3 waterborne diseases that don't seem to have much of an impact, according to many, many people. For instance, Legionnaire's disease, cryptosporidium, and geodosis. They alone cost us $500 million a year in medical costs in this country. Far more impactful and costly to our society is the cancer, the many forms of cancer and diabetes and other sicknesses that are directly related and directly caused by water and the water that you drink. You know, of course, about the billions of people who drink excess pathogens, bacteria, viruses, etc. You may know about excess fluoride causing bone malformations, brain damage to children, etc. But I'm not so sure you may know about arsenic in terms of it being prevalent in our water. You see, arsenic is one of the leading causes of cancer in the world. It has been proven to cause diabetes and other diseases. Now what does it do? It disrupts the ability of our DNA and our cell to repair. So as Professor Boswick at one of our competitive schools, Columbia, said, he said, it just doesn't allow your body to function. So it doesn't just cause cancer, which is enough, and diabetes, it causes every malady in your body. And arsenic is all over. It's all over. The EPA calls it the most dangerous contaminant in the U.S. water system. We all know about Bangladesh. We all know about those other countries. It's right here. We estimate that arsenic in concentrated areas is in over 30 states in the United States alone. But we don't have definitive numbers. Between 2001 and 2006, we didn't even test for arsenic in this country. What about other contaminants? One recent study found that tap water, yes, the water you drink out of your faucet, in the United States, in 42 states is contaminated with more than 140 unregulated chemicals that lack safety standards. Can you imagine how much health care? People ask us, are you in the water business? I say, no, we're in the health business. Can you imagine how much in healthcare costs contaminated water is costing us in the United States and in the world? Billions and billions of dollars. We've got to do something about it. Now we have an infrastructure that we talk about. We talked about a little bit at our seminar today. Booz Allen a few years ago estimated that it will take over $22 trillion to repair our infrastructure. Water is about 21% of it. A mere $4.5 trillion. Let's focus on our water treatment plant. You saw the expression in our movie. The fact is of that 100 liters that goes through a water treatment plant, only about 2% or less is actually used for drinking and cooking. And that 2%, as it's shown, is often recontaminated. Why do we not know about that? Let me tell you why we don't know about it. It's not as much a conspiracy as we don't test properly. We test the water at the treatment plant. Yeah, tap water's good. We don't test at the home. Roberto Contreras, the chief operating officer of the Mexican Water Drinking Authority, walked into one of our meetings and he said, "You guys are right." I said, "What do you mean? Right about what?" He says, "We're now testing in our homes." He says, the water treatment plants, the water becomes recontaminated. We didn't know that before. What about those leaky pipes? Do you realize that the cities in the world are leaking out about 50% of the water that comes out of that water treatment plant? Studies. Boston, 30%. Buffalo, 41%. These are facts. Chicago, over 50%. London, 50%. And my dear friends in Singapore, they've got it right, 2%. okay? This is a problem all over the world. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, we simply don't have accurate or comprehensive understanding. We've got to go through a diagnosis. We've got to see what our global system right now is too fragmented and it's broken. Sure, we'll fix it, right? $4.5 trillion. U.S. alone, the EPA projects that we'll need an investment of $338 billion over the next 20 years simply to maintain our drinking water infrastructure at acceptable levels. We all know about the problems of bottled water. We know it's overpriced, inefficient, bad, and bad for the environment. 40% of all bottled water is taken from municipal water treatment plants. This cycle's crazy, folks. It really is. According to one study, 22% of tested bottled water contain chemical contaminants at levels above state health standards. Ladies and gentlemen, neither bottled water nor water treatment plants are sustainable as 21st century solutions. In our opinion, we are not going to expend the resources. We're not going to expend $4.5 trillion. We don't have it. We're kidding ourselves. We must take a new tact. We must implement a program that is phased in to hit our most severe areas and result in effective, efficient water systems. We have to face reality. The simple fact is the closer to your lips you clean the water, the more you will reduce waterborne diseases, and the more you will save that money in healthcare, water systems, etc. That's reality. Global issue requiring local solutions. The water in Montana, Mexico City, Mumbai, Moscow, they're all different. Each place has different water conditions. One silver bullet doesn't do it, folks. It doesn't. We at the Water Initiative have developed an effective and low-cost approach to water, which can be phased in, address the most severe issues first. We use modular solutions that adapt to the water conditions as rapidly as the water conditions change. We fight water like water. The Water Initiative co-creates customized and sustainable point-of-drinking water solutions. We're not a one-shoe-fits-all company. We're sort of like a doctor. We diagnose the different water conditions and cultural needs. And then, just like a doctor gives a prescription for his patient that is specific to the patient's condition, we develop appropriate solutions that are affordable, effective, and we distribute them through local micro-entrepreneurs, retailers, developers, and municipalities. We went to Mexico first because it's a microcosm of the world's worst water conditions and excessive pathogens, arsenic, and fluoride. As you saw in the film, and thank you so much to the ambassador, we proved our concept. We co-created point-of-drinking solutions for some of the most severe pathogen, arsenic, and fluoride conditions in the world. The government has certified our products as the appropriate solutions to Mexico's issue. Thanks to Lubna Olean, we are now conducting similar work in Saudi Arabia, and we'll create customized products for one of the largest developers in Saudi Arabia. Of course, our prescription for Saudi Arabia will not be the same as Mexico. It's not one technology. It's many technologies that are appropriate. So we may use platform technologies, but we customize the prescription or solution to that country. Over the next couple years, we hope to expand into other countries in South America, the Middle East, Africa, and yes, the United States. But we need the resources to go to the United States to solve the problems that we're facing today, okay? So we need your help, we need your prayers. Please review the website, thewaterinitiative.com. We do not have the resources to fully carry out our mission. We cannot do it without you. But together we can achieve the impossible by breaking the task into possible steps. We believe that water quality and quantity is the defining crisis of the 21st century and urge you to help us avert calamity and bring health and peace to the world together. We need to open our minds to new ways to conquer our biggest issues. one of the great innovators of our time, the late Steve Jobs. He said, "Let's go invent tomorrow instead of worrying about what happened yesterday." Thank you.